SmackDown is a television show that WWE puts on once a week, and if you read their most recent press release talking about how SmackDown's now going to Fox in October 2019, WWE called it their flagship program, and then in the other press release, they also called Raw their flagship program. So someone explain that. Apparently WWE has two flagship programs, which actually doesn't make any sense. But let's not worry about that. Let's focus on now. Let's focus on today, because my name is Simon Miller. You are watching Ups and Downs here on What Culture, and that is where we're going to go through the most recent episode of SmackDown, and the good bits get an up, and the bad bits, they get a damn down. Nobody wants that. Wrestlers running everywhere going, please Simon, don't give me a down. Enough with all the hoo-ha, let's up those downs. In one of the more unexpected starts to SmackDown in recent times, we began with The Miz, and we began with the Bludgeon Brothers. Never see stuff like that. It's good. And it all tied into what happened last week, because you remember during the Gauntlet match, the Bludgeon Brothers did indeed come out and they whooped the crap out of Daniel Bryan. And Miz claimed they did this because Daniel had interrupted their celebration following their win over Gallows and Anderson. He then said, look, we'd make a really good team. You could be the new Miztourage. And the Bludgeon Brothers didn't like that at all, and they got right up in Miz's face. Daniel eventually came out, he told Miz to shut up, and said he wanted a match with one of them. And Luke Harper said, you can have a match with me. And at this stage, while I was watching, my brain went, the hell is Shane McMahon? Shane McMahon just vanished from TV. And he did. No story, no nothing. Don't know why I thought this during this part of the show, but I did. Either way, solid start to SmackDown. It was alright, ticked all my boxes. That's all I got. It was Xavier Woods versus Rusev next, getting a huge up. Now that's not because the match was amazing or anything. I mean, it was decent, it was fine, I enjoyed myself watching it. But afterwards, once Rusev had won with the accolade, he got on the microphone to call out AJ Styles. And if you can believe it, there were dueling chants. Some people were chanting for Rusev Day, and other people were indeed chanting for the champ. And it kind of felt like Rusev had finally made it. He was here, he was in the main event. He was treated like a big deal. And while this is probably only going to last a few more weeks until he unfortunately loses to AJ Styles at Extreme Rules, I don't care. I just want to enjoy this moment. I just want to ride this wave through to Happy Land. That's where I am right now, Happy Land, Rusev being treated like the damn champ. That's how he should be treated. Also, props to Big E for being his usual hilarious self from start to finish. The man is a loon, and I mean that in the best possible way. We then had a weird segment with Naomi and Lana. Now, it wasn't necessarily bad, but it certainly was awkward. Get down. It started with the two bickering about something until the cast of Glow turned up and they all did Naomi's catchphrase, "Fill the glow," or whatever it is. And then these random people said, "Hey Naomi, hey Lana, why don't you two team up?" And they agreed. So now, I think they're a team. I don't understand that on any level, unless they're about to introduce some tag team titles into the women's division. Not a bad idea, by the way. But that happened. Can't change it. Have to wait and see. It is a down for everything that happens between Jeff Hardy and Sanity too. And I know it's going to surprise you, but let me explain myself. Now that's not because anything I saw with my eyes was necessarily bad. In fact, the match between Eric Young and Jeff Hardy was ticking along nicely until, the Usos came out of the crowd. They attacked the rest of the Sanity group. That meant this match had to be stopped and restarted as a six-man. All of that did what it should too. But do you know how this fight ended? Do you know how this bout ended? Jeff Hardy hit a swanton bomb onto Alexander Wolf and he pinned him for the 1, 2, 3, and that means Sanity have already lost on SmackDown. And I get it doesn't matter, who cares? Well, I do. I care. I think wins and losses still matter, and I talk about this on an upcoming Why video here on What Culture, but it is about how you treat people. Think of Goldberg. Think of my dad Goldberg. His character was cool, sure, but do you know what really got him over? Kicking everybody's ass. Anybody got in the way of old Billy Boy and he whooped them from here to Tacoma. So why aren't Sanity allowed to kick ass given that they're this new exciting team that have only just debuted? I don't have the answer, and if you do, please let me know. Also, if you are wondering what happened to Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy, which had been advertised prior to Tuesday Night Show, apparently Shinsuke got bitten in the leg by a police dog. Now, I don't know if that is true, but he did get injured somehow, hence why they had to cancel the match. Becky Lynch then beat Sonya Deville after applying the disarmer. And I mean, look, we really should be doing more with these ladies and these women. We should be giving them storylines, at least, trying to tie it into something. This felt more like filler. However, they did what they had to do. They were told to go out and do this, which is what they did. One big down now, though, as Ty Dillinger told James Ellsworth that he's definitely not a 10, he's a 1. That was like two kids having an argument in the school playground. And it was also stupid that Almas was bragging he beat up Sin Cara about 76 years ago. Stop telling us what you did do and start doing stuff now so I can see how good Andrade CS Almas is. I mean, that's not his fault. He's just doing what he was told to do, but still, someone put him in a ring and let him shine. Instead, he's just hanging out in the back like he's some kind of cool kid. However, the proper bit with Ellsworth that followed this, well, that was kind of funny. Let's get it up. He came out to run down and even challenge Asuka to a match, and that brought Paige to the dance because Paige told him, you know that Asuka isn't here this evening, don't play that game, but I tell you what I will do, next week, yeah, you can take on the Empress of Tomorrow and we'll see what happens then. And that is going to be intriguing, to say the least. I mean, what are they going to do there? Also, we got told that at Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view in a few weeks, it is indeed going to be Asuka going against Carmella for the SmackDown Women's title. So you can look forward to that. Harper versus Bryan was next, and this was a match I never knew I actually wanted until I got it. Really enjoyed this. Bryan continues to seem far more self-assured in the ring since he came back from retirement, and here at one point, Luke Harper grabbed him and just hurled him into the announce table. That gave me the fear, but overall, I thought this was, just thought it was good. Thought it was good. Good way to end SmackDown. WWE even let it look like Daniel Bryan was going to win because he applied the yes lock. Luke Harper had nowhere to go. And then you know what happened. Eric Rowan ran in. He started the beatdown, which meant this was thrown out and it got a DQ. Then it got super nuts because Kane's music hit. He returned to the WWE to help out his former tag team partner. Who saw that coming? The pair cleaned house, and after some teasing, they hugged it out. I don't know why, but this was just, well, it was just really heartwarming. It was like seeing two old friends come back together and then run around going, hooray, friendship. It's also gonna be Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at Extreme Rules. And once again, I didn't know I wanted that match, but now I know I'm getting it. I damn well want it. That was it. That was the end of SmackDown. As per usual, it shocked the hell out of me, just because that's the beauty of 2-hour shows. They rock it through so fast, I often sit there and go, did I miss something? Did something like escape my brain? Because I'm sure I missed something. And even though nothing super huge happened here, it was fun, and if nothing else, Rusev was treated like a superstar, and so was Daniel Bryan. As I'm in love with both of them, it made me a very happy and a very smiley man. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's SmackDown. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles. And follow What Culture on Twitter, What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you for watching. And what we're going to do in October 2019, Raw's going to be on Mondays, but SmackDown's moving to Fridays. We're going to have a brand new schedule. Things are going to be different, something to look forward to. And of course, WWE now has 2 flagship programs. Good for you, WWE. Also, saw your stock. It's through the roof. You are kicking ass. Just, you've done good. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. Like your dad. Don't know.